Get healthy to lose weight, not lose weight to get healthy. This is the premise at which I established my entire diatribe this evening. As an informant against the food production entities that use unwitting psychology to voice cravings for what I deem the most addictive substance in the world, sugar. Today, I will be discussing how processed and refined carbs inaugurate a myriad of ailments, especially diabetes, some contemporary factors from the ideology of the keto diet, and how we can use some of these ideas to help prevent the inimical damage from the overconsumption of processed carbs. I will start with the crux of this entire issue, processed carbs, better known as sugar. When our bodies metabolize carbs, the byproduct is glucose or sugar, the most efficient and abundant fuel source in the body. This enters the bloodstream. Where it can become detrimental is the type of carbs we consume. Easily digestible carbs like soda, pastries, and white bread lead to a spike in blood sugar. When blood sugar levels rise, the pancreas produces and releases insulin. Insulin is paramount in energy metabolism and the regulation of blood sugar. Insulin is the key that unlocks your cell's ability to use glucose as energy. This process regulates your blood sugar, so when the production of insulin is inhibited in any way, the cells cannot efficiently use glucose. Your muscles, fat, and liver, in turn, do not respond well to insulin, and you cannot efficiently use that energy. This leads to insulin resistance. In addition, your pancreas will begin to create more insulin, just compounding this insulin resistance into diabetes. Again, the detriment of this process is the type of carbs we're eating. Food sources are paramount. Where you get your calories from is the reason why you cannot simply rely on counting your calories. To expound on this point, I want to highlight the discrepancies with the food pyramid the USDA published in 1992 from the MyPlate the USDA published in 2011. The pyramid from 1992 consists of fats used sparingly at the top, followed by milk and then meats between 2 and 3 servings, vegetables and fruits between 2 and 5 servings, and bread and pasta 6 to 11 servings, 3 times the amount. Juxtapose this with the MyPlate from 2011, and you will see that all of America was under the impression that high consumption of refined carbs was the best fuel source. In 2011, the MyPlates will be dominated by fruits and vegetables, followed by grains, proteins, then dairy. The contemporary display in 2011 is a better representation of what our diet should reflect. However, it still falls short of the overall driving point. Food is to nourish. Supplying the requisite nutrients is the only goal we should have when eating. Our bodies know this better than we do. Not all calories are created equal in respect to the hormones they presage. Calories from processed carbs will trigger the wrong hormones, the fat making and storing hormones, while vegetable carbs will nourish you with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. This is the exact point I want to drive home regarding keto. In my exploration of keto, I've already developed a connotation for the word: high fat, impractical methodology for fat loss. The point I want to highlight is that the right calories from the right fat can be beneficial to overall health and energy metabolism. Here are a few vital hormones or chemical messengers involved in energy metabolism. Ghrelin is the hormone released in the stomach when you're hungry. It regulates glucose homeostasis by inhibiting insulin secretion and glucogenesis. Leptin is the hormone in the stomach that sends a signal to your brain when you're full. Leptin is actually created mainly by your fat cells. By its definition, keto is a high-fat, low-carb diet. However, I find this definition to be vacuous. My connotative definition of keto is that healthy fats in good amounts does not lead to excessive weight gain, but greater satiation, while unhealthy carbs should be consumed in little to no amount because they do lead to excessive weight gain, in addition to the lack of satiation that comes with rapidly digesting carbs. The word keto is derived from the chemical byproduct of metabolized fat, ketones. The liver will break down fatty acid into ketones and utilize this energy source during low blood sugar. This process can lead to glucogenesis, which is a high energy metabolic reaction that occurs when the body creates glucose from non-carbohydrate molecules, example, proteins and fats. This will fuel the brain during extended periods of carb depletion like fasting. This is something I would not recommend for diabetic patients, as their blood glucose levels can become too acidic and they can develop ketoacidosis. Moreover, the process of glucogenesis highlights that more calories are required to change fat into energy than carbs. The carbs I would stick to are fruits and vegetables. They contain healthy sugars that are slowly digested around the fiber and macronutrients. We should be avoiding rapidly digested carbs anytime we can. The issue with these food-producing entities is that they've gone away from why food is produced to how we can profit most from it. The macro issue starts on a micro scale. Some companies alter the chemical composition of foods to preserve shelf life, taste, and even promote addictive cravings. Being proactive with our food choices is paramount. A real-world dietary approach is the only way to turn this problem around. My research has led me to believe that there are some real-world approaches that can be beneficial to the people on the precipice of diabetes and obesity. The ideologies that we can take away from the keto diet that can be applied practically to our lives. A full-scale ketogenic diet, however, is typically inappropriate for a person with diabetes or obesity. There are key concepts that can be adopted by a person wanting to change their overall health and well-being. I have personally experienced the benefits of a healthier diet. However, I understand the difficulties with maintaining such a lifestyle. The real-world approaches from this diet I refer to are your food choices. Organic fruits and vegetables, organic dairy or non-dairy milks, wild-caught grass-fed meats. In addition to completely refraining from rapidly digested carbs that specialize in limiting your satiation just so you can consume more, starting the vicious cycle of overeating. With specific aim to the community of individuals on the precipice of diabetes and obesity, I would suggest modifying your food choices to reflect nourishment and satiation, even if it doesn't satisfy those psychological cravings that you somehow developed while watching TV, which ultimately speaks to how psychology plays a role in what you eat and those advertisements from companies foisting cravings without your realization. It's even hard to say no when you don't know why you crave it. But just remember, insulin resistance is usually stemming from the overconsumption of processed and refined carbs. The keto diet does add some beneficial ideology on healthy fat consumption, especially regarding feeling full and gaining longer lasting energy. When I have those moments of eating poorly and then feeling completely bad right after, I think about why I eat. Food is to nourish. That should be the key, just so I can feel healthy throughout the day, just as simple as that. Honestly, just remember, get healthy, and then those health benefits will follow. Don't try to lose weight to get healthy. Thank you so much.